Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Hope you guys are continuing to grow that business each and every way possible. And today we're going to be talking about why I have so many credit cards, okay? So I actually do have about 15 credit cards, 14 or 15 credit cards. I think I have, with my new one, I have 15 now. So why do I have that many? Why is it necessary to have that many? So first off, let me just tell you, I do not use all of my credit cards, okay? Whenever I tell people I have 15 credit cards, they look at me like, oh my God, why does this guy have thousands of dollars on credit cards? He does not need that. Why would you ever do that? Why would anyone ever let him get 15 credit cards? So just putting that out there right now, guys. I do not use all those credit cards. So first off, if you guys didn't watch my last video about credit cards, I am 20 years old and my credit score is around 700. So I do have a pretty decent or average credit score for my age. And the reason I have so many credit cards is because I pretty much get one every single time I can, I guess you could say. So starting with, my very first credit card, you have, a limit of like a few $100s, right? And you have to pay 25%. There's no 0% APR, nothing on that. So I started with my very first credit card, and ever since I kind of just, every few months I got a new one, right? And the reason being is because on Credit Karma, whenever you go look on Credit Karma, it'll tell you what makes your credit score go up, right? So it's a low impact, but the amount of total accounts you actually have, you know what? I have it right here. I'm gonna click on it. You won't see it on your screen, but basically it says the total amount of accounts you have and increases your score, right? But it's a low impact, doesn't really matter. Obviously, paying your card on time and not having high credit usage will get that down. So it says, 11 to 20 is like above average, and then if you have more than 21 accounts, it's considered great. Obviously, I'm young, so I don't have above 21 accounts. I feel like most people, even older than me, don't have 21 accounts. But I did make it a goal that I want to get it above that. I know Credit Karma is not like the best to look at when it comes to, but it is free if you guys just want to go look at it. It actually is kind of accurate. It said mine was 700. I just got my credit card score back from the credit card company, like Wells Fargo, and it was 722. So it was actually above or below what my actual score was. But anyway, guys, I want to get up to 21. And another reason, I just don't want to have 21 cards. But another reason is credit card usage, right? So when you have multiple credit cards, when everything else is at zero, and you have others maybe at 50%, it really does help decrease the amount of usage you have on those credit cards. Now you might be wondering, Nathan, why are you using 50% of your credit? That's insane. You can't be doing that. It's going to really hurt you. Now, let me just tell you guys, all my credit cards that I use are 0% APR credit cards, okay? Meaning that I don't have to pay interest on my credit card for 15 or 18 months, okay? I have two cards that I use right now that have balances on them that are 15 months, and I have one that I haven't even activated yet, but I got in last week. That's 18 months. That 18 month one is actually just going to be kind of like a just in case card, because the two I have a Capital One Savers card, and then I have a Blue Cash American Express card. Both of those cards only have a $1,000 limit at the moment. It sucks because my other card my first 0% APR card I had has a $12,000 limit. That's the one I'm paying down right now. I stopped using it 6 months before I had to pay it off. So it had a total of like $6,000 on it, and I'm just slowly paying that off. It should be paid off next month. So I had to pay it off by January. But since I've been really hustling lately these past 2 months, I've been able to cut that in half, which is awesome. I've been wanting to pay off $1,000 a month, but this month I'm actually going to be paying about $2,000 to $3,000. So I'm going to cut that in half, or almost in half. So it's awesome. If you have a plan for paying down your credit cards, guys, it's really helpful when you get to that point, so you're not overwhelmed with, oh my God, I have to get all this money, I have to do a balance transfer, all that. So I've never done a balance transfer, and I don't plan on doing it. But basically, I have these credit cards because my other one went out. That's really why I got it. 6 months, like I said, 6 months before I needed to pay it off, I got two new credit cards. And then I just got a third one a few weeks ago, just like kind of like a just in case, because it's an 18-month credit card, 0% APR credit card, but it doesn't have any cash back. I really highly suggest, if you guys are going to get a credit card and you have decent enough credit to get pretty much any credit card you want, even if it doesn't have a high limit, definitely go with a cashback credit card. Unless you have no other choice. Like I said, this 0% APR for 18 months doesn't have a cash back, but it's there. If I have like something that I can't pass up, maybe it's just a huge bundle and I just need to pick it up, I'll go ahead and use that credit card. I haven't used it yet, and I don't plan on using it really anytime soon. But like I said, the reason I have so many credit cards is because I want to build that credit, and I want the usage to be as far down as I can get it. And so when I go to increase my credit limit, they'll be like, "Oh, you're paying off your stuff. You know, you might have a high usage on this specific card, but you're paying it off each and every month for the most part. I've already maxed out my cards twice this month, and I've paid them off both times." So when you look at that, you kind of just have to say, okay, this guy just needs more credit. Like, he's paying it off, he's fine. So once you apply for that, if you want to just do it online, or you can talk to a rep. I feel like talking to a rep is a little better because you can kind of explain your situation. You should be like, hey, I'm a business owner. I buy inventory. That's why my credit goes up so high, and at the end of the month, I just pay it off, or whenever I get paid, I pay it off. I never have a balance on it, or no, I never have a balance on it past the 0% APR time when it's up, which you shouldn't have it in the first place. I've never had it. But basically, yeah, when you talk to them online, you'll be able to do that. But that's why I have 15 credit cards, guys. Another reason is because when I go out to places and I'm purchasing items, say I have a Best Buy credit card, I have a Target credit card, I have a TJ Maxx credit card, I have 2 Amazon Prime credit cards. So those cards aren't even activated, okay? So, well, no, actually they are. Never mind. The 2 Amazon Prime cards, one of them might not be activated, actually. I use one of them because it gives me 5% cash back, and if I'm like buying something off Amazon, it's usually like a $20, $30 item, so I just pay that off immediately. I don't touch it. I never want to rack up stuff on that. I did actually, for YouTube, I got lights in this microphone, but I used a 0% APR credit that they said, hey, we'll give you 0% APR credit for 12 months if you have like over $200 or something. So I've actually already paid that off. So basically, I have so many credit cards for so many different companies as well. Like the Best Buy one, I used to get a graphics card or like a screen capture card that I was going to do like a gaming channel on. I decided not to do that, and I sold that a couple weeks ago, or like last week. But that was not something I wanted to do. It didn't really interest me anymore. I kind of getting out of the gaming part of my life, and we're kind of into this part now. So basically, I don't really use those cards. I usually just use my normal cashback cards, and once I max those out, I try and pay them off immediately. That way I don't have a balance on them. That way I'm not just sitting there like, what am I going to do at the end of the month? And the thing that sucks about it is if you're selling on Amazon, it does take a little bit for that money to get back. It might take you, if you pay $1,000 for some inventory and you finally send it off and it gets to them, it takes like a week or two for them to get it in, and then it sits and then it finally sells, and then you got to wait another. So you could be like a month to 2 months before you get that money actually back out from Amazon, unless you use a separate service, which I can't even use yet because I haven't averaged. Like, the average I need to be is like $1,500. I've done that the past month or 2 months, so I'll have to look into it, but I'm not sure how. I think it's 3 months you need to have a $1,500 or more, but I'll take a look at that here after this video, most likely. So that's just something to look at, guys. Obviously, shit flying around my head. Look into getting more and more credit cards each and every time. So sorry about that. People ask me what happens to your score when you go and get a new credit card, right? Because when you look on Credit Karma, just like the total accounts, right next to it says heart inquiries, right? So that's also low impact. I have 13 total accounts, but I only have 7 inquiries, right? So they do go away because obviously those don't match up. I have 13 credit cards, and I've applied for way more than that. I can tell you that much. I probably applied to at least 20, 25 cards because I applied to a lot when I was just first getting started, and they all denied me, which is to be expected. But basically, I want to put this video out to help you guys understand why I have so many credit cards and why other people might, and why you might want to get into it. Like I said, you don't need to be using all of them. I would say keep it to 2 to 3 credit cards. If you really have more than that, if you have a balance on more than that, take a look at what you're buying. If you're not getting that money back quick enough, you really need to be looking at what you're buying, what your prices are at, and really how to recoup that money back. If you need to put some promotions on and stuff like that, it would really help, because you don't want to have a balance on a lot of credit cards. It's just not good for you. Even if you have a 0% APR card, it's just not healthy. It kind of gets a little stressful when you have like thousands of dollars sitting there and you're not getting that money back, especially if you have to pay yourself. So definitely take a look into getting more credit cards, but you need to be smart with it, guys. You need to be able to recoup that money and get that cash flow going. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I really do hope you got some useful information out of this. If you have any questions for me, I'm not an expert in credit cards, but I've been using them for a while, and I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on it. So if you guys have any questions, definitely comment down below. I would love to talk to you and have a conversation with you. I'll be doing more credit card videos in the future. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Continue to grow your business, guys. Have a great day.